Hello everyone! As you can see, we're just ready to continue from where we left off. Urshan! Urshan! Where are you going? Why are you leaving Urshan behind? Not at all confusing. Oh brother, you mean you can still move? It would appear so. This is the armor I was trapped in, see? Some of my power must have rubbed off on it, enabling it to move and talk by itself. I'm saddened by the fact that you have left Urshan. Oh yeah, I couldn't be happier now that I'm out of there. Good riddance, I say. Urshan? I mean, Dias? Are you sure you want to just leave him? Don't you want to take him with us? Are you kidding? You want me to get back inside that tin can? Forget it! You can just stay where you are. You're a suit of armor. Start out acting like one. Does this mean you no longer need Urshan? Well... I see. Yeah, this really does not feel right trying to read that. It would appear that was an inappropriate time to laugh. Nina, what should I do in order to act like a suit of armor? Well, let me see. Armor is meant to protect the person wearing it, right? If you ask me, that's what acting like armor means. For now, Urshan, I think you should wait in the village until we get back. Alright, that's those ones. Okay. I'm just straight up killing them. Actually got protein out of them this time. Alright, I was gonna... Understood. Urshan will return to the village. Okay, yeah. I think this one was the... Yeah, that's the dead end, which has nothing in it for some reason. I think that guy's supposed to drop the last stat boosting item I need. I think. I shall assume not for now. Though I suppose in theory, since the fairy village appears to unlock that item search, I think I should actually be able to get the life shard that way. So I'll double check that first before actually speaking of which, let's go check it now. Hello. You know the dragons you've already met, like the wind dragon and the mud dragon? They were all summoned here at the Yorai Shrine. Okay. I'm always thought of gods as beings that watch over the world, like Pung Ryong. Risius. Oh, he must be back at the village still. If it's true that your other half is responsible for creating the empire, maybe you're the god of Waru. I mean, is the dragon of fire, so I guess that could be considered of war. Ah, no new fairies. Yeah, so in theory I could actually get the life shards now. Right, then next episode I'll be at maximum potential then. But for now, it's leave it alone. Somebody told me that if you want parts, your best bet is difficulty 2. Do you have any idea what that means? Yep. Item search by the looks of it. Can I? Nope. Ever since I realized I could get around the outside of Sarai, I've been just trying randomly at different places. Wasn't paying attention, wasn't. There's nothing there. Don't think there's anything to light from these, but. Well, if there is anything, certainly not learning it this time round. Okay, CS is with the party. Then why was he not in the previous area? Not that I need those anymore. Still not showing anything. Let me just check something. Well, I need to ditch those. I must have gone right past it. Also, what was that at the bottom? Ah, just that. Okay, now I don't have close to 99. I thought sure that swallow eye thing said 98 when I picked it up. Oops, not that one. Wrong button. Ah, right, I don't have Ocean in the party. I was going to try and hit bang the wall. See if it opens up anything. Yeah, I'll not give him a chance to use his death attacks. Is it this one? Yeah, this is the one that gives the weapon. Though if I remember rightly, it's an incredibly low drop rate. Right, I gotta outrun this. It does not help when that happens. It also drops it, nice. Come on, in there. We'll look at what's down below later. After we've gone through the cutscene. So, this is where the Endless are summoned. It's permeated with a powerful aura. I can feel it. Countless gods, dragons. I bet we'll be able to speak to the dragons here. Don't worry, it's not too hard. Remember how you freed me from that armor? It's just like that. Alright, here we go. Close your eyes. What is this? I feel a presence. 'Tis like unto one of the Endless. Doth it mean the time hath come? No, I can save that on the world map, can I? You still saying the same dialogue? Huh? I bet Mammy be in the field down there like she always is. Did you feel that? It was like a tremor. No duh. If you be well enough to walk around, why ain't you working like everyone else? Everyone around here's got to earn their keep, you know. But it's Mammy that's keeping him, so if she don't care, then not your business. If you got nothing else to do, you should try fishing, son. It's much relaxing. Did you feel that tremor a while ago? It be an omen. I know it. Something bad going to happen. What was that rumbling a while back? Now what? What do you want? Why don't you mind your own business? We can take care of ourselves. Well, go then. Deal with it then. The mountain yonder has started to act up. The cart's gone and fell over when everything started shaking. What's all the ruckus about? Yeah, he's clearly not paying much attention. Looks like the mountain be acting up again. Of course he blocks the path. The game really wants to force you to go one direction. Ah, Ryong. Is something amiss? The mountain over there has started smoking. Looks like it might be making ready to blow. Considering what's inside, that's a mighty small mountain. Whenever the mountain starts to smoking, it means the god of the mountain is angry at something. God? Yeah, they say there'd be a god living inside the mountain. And that if he gets angry, there'll be a horrible disaster. At least that's what the stories say. Where you be going? I doth wish to meet with this god. Right. Save, because last time I came here, I managed to accidentally nearly kill myself. I've got here. Alright, doesn't do a lot with that. Let's just skip that then. Yeah, that's a lot better damage-wise, though. But I imagine if someone was to actually be patient enough to get all those proteins here, Fou-Lu would be maxed out level-wise. You gonna... No? You can do it to a big rock, but you can't do it to a small rock. Hello. I forget what this one... There, it's been attacked. There's no reason to flee now. However, that was terrible damage from the pilfer. I think this is this what I want. Okay, still doing terrible damage. Advantageous when you don't want to kill it too quickly, but when you're recording, there's just doesn't feel quite right to make the audience wait on you for something like that. There we go, attacked both of them. And you know what, no, that was fine with just that, isn't it? He never really gets an opportunity to use his Zenny, does he? Thou art the one that claimeth to be a god? Me god, who you, tiny man? Thou art not a god. Thou art but a mere shadow, something that hath drunk of the dregs of the power of gods, and believe that doing so maketh you a god yourself. Thou hast been affected by our and the others' power, that is all. Me not understand, puny man. Puny man talk funny. Does puny man think me stupid? Yes. Perhaps the world needeth not gods. What sayest thou? Puny man not making sense. Me not understand puny man. Me kill puny man. Sounds a bit like Hulk. Let's see what I can get out of him, if I can. Ooh, wisdom fruit. We'll start with that one then. See if we can. Okay, no, that's just terrible damage. I ain't bothering with the pill for now. For that. damage. Okay, let's... Good on you, Fou-Lu. Pity you didn't do much damage. Let's try again now that we got the beefed up version of him. Okay, that works a lot better. And apparently he's stuck in that pose. Okay. I don't remember. Did I succeed in Steam? Oh right, yeah, I got the pill for wisdom fruit. So let's go with that instead. Well, that'll keep him busy with summoning. Oops. Of course I screwed up. Right. I was gonna use that, wasn't I? I don't think they ever counted on the player being able to just wipe out the minions before they could even do anything. Just restore his AP a bit. What about Oh right, yeah, I can't upgrade his wisdom, can I? Dang. Okay, he's doing more damage by just attacking him normally, huh? Nice. The Endless are summoned to the sphere. This changes the very balance of nature herself, flooding the world with energies both powerful and dangerous, and doth cause those beings easily influenced by it to think themselves gods. What then do mortals thinketh? I see he's one of those people that lacks the ability to think internally. Like Genie from MXR Players, I think it was called. Not that one. What? Oh. Oops. Just waste perfectly good wisdom seeds. No, I don't think there's anything else, is there? One pilfer and then... Now that I think about it, this would probably be the first perfect one to rest with. Since I'm clearly not getting anywhere with the pilfer, I might as well just use it for healing up. Also, that totally doesn't make any sense. Why would there be water inside of a volcano? Oh! Scrap. Holding off on that. That was a very close call. Scratch it a moment. It's surprising that they hold on to their items so well when practically immobile. You know that? Yeah. You get what I mean. By the way, is it revealed? No. This one, wasn't it? What? You? What did you do? What did you do to the god of the mountain? Normal folks don't be going around doing stuff like that. Who are you? No. What are you? The dude takes down a supposed god and he thinks it's smart to aggravate him. Yeah. That guy's definitely missing a few screws. I thought you'd show up if we caught you here. You're the dragons that watch over this world, right? Indeed, young dragon. Thou hast already met us. I am Punyong, the Wind Dragon. As you probably already know, I called you here so that we could talk about Ryu here. The Yoro Dragon, whose role is not yet set. As you know, Ryu is incomplete. I'd like you to share your power with him. If he is able to gain the powers of the ancient dragons, then maybe Ryu can become whole. Whilst we do not seek to see thee fail in thine endeavour, dear, know this, thou who art without form of thine own. As thou art aware, the other half of the Yoro Dragon be the first emperor of the Empire, Fou-Lu. Already he hath awakened. Ryu shall become complete. By joining with the Fou-Lu shall he do so. This destiny he cannot escape. What do you mean he can't escape it? We don't want him to join with his other half. That's why we called you. To help us prevent that from happening. This might be a stupid question, but why do you want to prevent Ryu from meeting the Emperor? Is it really that bad? Listen, dear. You remember what the Abyssin Shek told you about the Pillars of Light and all, right? Think about it for a second. Here we've got Ryu, just born fresh out of the gates. On the other hand, we've got Fou-Lu, who built the Empire and has been alive for centuries. Whose light do you think is bigger, is stronger? You mean if they merge, Ryu will be swallowed up by Fou-Lu and disappear? Hear us, Deus. We who watch us over the sphere must ever strive to maintain a position of neutrality. It matters not which becometh a god, does it not? It matters a lot to me. Once he becomes a full god, I need him, Ryu, to send me back to where I came from. Thou wouldst use God's power for thine own benefit? And how are the people in this world any different? Fair point. They yank us from our worlds and make us into their gods. They make us work for their benefits. Are you trying to tell me I should stay like this, in this borrowed body forever? While I dislike her arrogance, I can't say I disagree with her point there. Hey, I want to talk to you. Not just anyone can pacify the god of the mountain. Who are you? What are you doing here? Mammy says you're her cousin that's been guarding Kyon. But I bet that ain't true now, is it? Nah, don't be worrying your head over little things like that. We should just be glad that the mountain's quietened down, right? Ryung, you must be so tired. Get back home and get rest a spell now, huh? Yeah. Actually, no, this would be the perfect time to disappear before this little runt decides to make a nuisance of himself. Who do you think he is coming to my village like that? Yeah, still. You stopped the mountain? Well now, that's pretty impressive. How'd you do that, Looks like the mountain's gone quiet again. Do you have something to do with it? If the mountain kept going on like it was, we could have been in a spot of trouble. Well, now that things are settled down, I guess I should pick up me cart. Could have just done that a while ago, while I was at the mountain, but sure. What's all the ruckus about? And he's still... Looks like the tremors have stopped. Me, I'm just glad nothing happened to the village. What was that rumbling a while back? I bet he's still going on about fishing. If you got nothing else to do, you should try fishing, son. It's mighty relaxing. Yep. If you've been well enough to... Yeah, they're just giving the same dialogue now. Huh? I bet Mummy and... yep. Seriously. He thinks it's not be wise that we persist in this relationship. Ryong. Don't let what the landlord said bother you. Yeah. All the folks in the village are thankful for what you did. And so am I. And this is why I said it would be a perfect time to skedaddle. He be this way, sire. It would appear I must needs fight my way out. Nay, mayhap I can still escape, unnoticed by yon soldiers. Was there some... Ah, blocked off. Okay. What is this? What matter is this village to me? Why dost I hesitate? My path be clear. Defeat yon troops and make mine way to Cello. And yet... So this is where you've been hiding him, eh? Hiding? We didn't know he was wanted. I told all the folks in the village to get anything that could be used as a weapon. We'll help you catch him and all, right? Hehe. Mammy! Not very smart of them to just stand there when there's a golden opportunity for them to just walk on right through the door. Thou wouldst go do such a thing? Thou wouldst protect me, hinder the attempts to encage me? Thou art taking a great risk. What whilst thy fellows think of thee? I knew as soon as I saw ye that there was something different about ye. And I thought, maybe if you hid out here with me, you might be able to live a normal life with me. I know it's silly, it cannot be, but I wished so hard it would. Forgive me, I never should have made you stay here. Mammy, what you be doing? Open the door. The oven wall be broken. You can crawl through it, get outside. Hurry. When you get outside, go to the shrine in the woods. Be careful they don't see you. There be a road behind the shrine you can use. Go, go, while you still can. Who'd think that that cracked wall would come in handy like this, eh? The crack in another wall isn't very large, but you can probably fit through. There was only this woman inside. You were hiding Fou-Lu, weren't you? Did you live with him? Take her back to Astana. We may be able to use her in their carronade. Evil. They're just evil. Thou sayest thou shalt return to thine own world, Deus. Thou sayest this as thou knowest not our way. Once we have served our purpose, once our time as gods has passed, we become, as you see us now, dragons. And thus do we watch over the world. 'Tis our fate, and thine. Fate? You keep using that word. Is that all you can talk about? Look, are you going to help us or not? In case you've forgotten, unlike you, neither I nor you are complete. I, for one, have no intention of turning into some ugly dragon and spending the rest of my days watching over this stupid planet. Verily, thou art imperfect. It be both in our power and nature to secure thee. However, the Yoro dragon Ryu will meet with his other half, Fou-Lu. That destiny cannot be avoided. Before that destiny be fulfilled, seek thee our true selves that thee might gain our power. Where can we find you all? Once before have we met in the barren sands. I regret any harm I may have caused thee then. I live within throughout the world. Seek us out that thee might have our strength. When Ryu joins with his other half, mayhap our strength will be of use. Just tell me one thing. When you were all brought here, didn't any of you think about trying to get back home? One cannot swim against the river or fate, yes. Come what may with you, Ryu, we shall watch over the fate of this world. So in other words, they just resigned themselves to doing whatever the world wanted them to do, instead of just trying to get back home and giving the world the proverbial finger. You're now the door from the Wind Dragon's power. You learned Rainstorm. Fate, huh? They make it sound like they wanted to come here. Deus, why do you want to return to where you came from so strongly? Is it because you don't like it here? What about you, Ryu? Of course I want to get out of here. Think about it, little birdie. What would you do if you were suddenly pulled into some world you'd never even heard of and asked to become their god? I think I'd do my best to help the people of that world. Oh, blah. Anyway, our priority now is to get Ryu strong enough so that he can face so that he has a chance against Fou-Lu. We've got to find the dragons and get them to help us. I'll have to do that whole sequence thing again. Yes. Yes. Rather print wrong buttons in that, aren't I? Ooh, belladonna. What was that for? I think that was a headgear. Okay, seriously, what was it? Did I already have it and I just didn't know it? Okay, maybe it's just a regular item. Apparently so. Oops. Yeah. Okay. That looks totally look like it would be a headgear. Nope. I hope this gives a chance to save before the next set of events starts, because I also need to stop the end the bidding. Of course not. Someone is knocking on my head, Ocean. I had forgotten. Ocean is no longer inside me. Thank goodness you're awake. The Imperial Army is here. They told me this was the village where the secret of summoning the dragons was kept. I come all the way out here to see for myself. And what do I find? A deserted village. Our sources told us the other dragon would be here. They must have come here looking for Ryu. I wouldn't be surprised if they were there after who was with him, as well including you. I had the village evacuated a while ago. They're safe. Come on, we should get out of here before they find us. Yeah, that does not feel right. It would appear we have a problem. And no one there to tell him that he laughed at an incorrect juncture. But yeah, looks like we've finally got a chance to save, so we can end the video here and continue next time. So with that said, later.